I don't recommend it. But the thing is, dang it, did I laugh? Did I giggle? Yeah, I did. Did I laugh? Did I giggle? Was the plot kind of fun? Yeah. Hello, everyone. My name is Dionna May, and this is my 2024 reading roundup. I read 24 books last year, which is the most books I've read in a year. I'm new to the book girly world. I read 24 books in 2024. I think that's pretty lit. I thought it was 25, but upon my research, aka my notes app and my Goodreads, I found that I counted a book twice, which happens. It was a good book. I think it was The Queen of Nothing, so it happens. Let's go over my list. Should we start with the negatives or the positives? Well, the bottom 5 books. Let's start with the worst book that I read in 2024, and that was Twisted Games. I have never screamed at a girl like this in my life. Like, I never have disliked a protagonist. I've never hated a male love interest like I hated Alex Volkov. Okay, if there are no Alex Volkov haters in the room, I must be not in the room. Because are you kidding me? I cannot stand him. In fact, that series irks me. But I did read Twisted Games, and that was higher on the list. I put Twisted Games at number 13, which is high. But I read a lot of bad books last year. Coming at 24, ACOTAR. ACOTAR was the second worst book I read last year because why would y'all force me to read this? I'm so pissed. This is so much of my life. Now, I will say, yes, did ACOTAR get me into reading fantasy books? I read it after Lightlark, and the people who read Lightlark kind of hate Lightlark. So you either love Lightlark and stand it, or you hate it and you hate the author. And I don't hate it. Please don't click off. Please don't click off. Listen, I read Mist and Fury. I like Mist and Fury. Okay, Mist and Fury was number 15 on the list. Yeah, ACOTAR, absolutely not. I cannot. It was just far too long. And it drained on like the first 500 pages, and it didn't get good until she got. And if that's a spoiler, it's not. All right, because again, it doesn't get good to the last 100 pages. Go ahead and skip it for me. Go ahead and skip it, because I don't care. Number 23, Terms and Conditions, another BookTok recommendation book. Oh my gosh, I hated this book so bad. The male love interest, he is not good. He is not sweet. He's a billionaire, but he's like kind of mean. And I just remember reading this book like, why is it so long? Romances should not be 500 pages long. Why is this book so long? That's what I remember reading this book. Like, why am I still reading this? It took me so long, and it put me in a slump immediately after. Number 22, we have Filthy Rich Fae. I hated this book. I hated this book when I first started reading it, and I DNF'd it, and then I had to go back and finish it because I wanted to get my count up. I went back and finished it last month, and I was like, oh my gosh. This is so bad. It's so bad, you guys. I only finished it because they hold this little piece of information over you, dangling it the whole book, and then they don't tell you. They say, okay, it's just this. Well, this precious crown jewel. Oh, we use them as paperweights. That's what Filthy Rich Fae felt like. It felt like Loki season 1, episode 1, when he found all those Infinity Stones in that man's desk drawer, and he said, yeah, we use them for like paperweights. That's how reading that book felt like. When Life Gives You Vampires, number 21. Oh my gosh, that book single-handedly brought back my body shame. Like, I was feeling so comfortable about my body, but reading about her and having her internal monologue in my thoughts, I was like, oh, maybe I do hate my body again. Thanks a lot. I don't recommend it. But the thing is, dang it, did I laugh? Did I giggle? Yeah, I did. Did I laugh? Did I giggle? Was the plot kind of fun? Yeah, it kind of was. It kind of was fun and silly, goofy. Sometimes I like a fantasy set in the real world, so I don't have to deal with all that hoopla boopla building fielding. All right. Sometimes I like when they got a Apple store down the road, or they live in New York and they pass Paris baguette. You know what? Sue me. Sometimes you need a break from the world building. So basically, it's just about this plus size vampire, and she hates that she's plus size, and then she's like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be big forever, blah blah blah. It's like, baby girl. And everyone's telling her how great she looks. She's just like, they're all liars. No one really says I'm so great. This hot guy is so into me. He can't be really into me. Shut the F up and hand him over. Like, that's what pissed me off. It was like, he can't be into me. Don't piss me off right now. Number 20, Romancing Mr. Bridgerton. Please don't forget that this was a Bridgerton year. 2024 was a Bridgerton year, and so was 2025. Come the spring. Romancing Mr. Bridgerton was so sick and twisted. Colin is just like so mean to Penelope the entire book. and the show was far better than the book. And I don't recommend reading the book, especially to people who, number one, like the show. Don't read the book. But if you didn't like the show, don't read the book because it'll piss you off. It's going to piss you off. Don't read it. Number 19, Bride. This is by Ali Hazelwood. I remember the author in this because Ali Hazelwood pisses me off. It could have been so good too. Like, she has a good story to tell. Like, it's a cool plot too. But she effed it up. She effed it up. This whole entire book is so much dialogue. Not enough world building. Not enough story or plot. Like, it's not enough. It's just so much dialogue. So much dialogue. And there's a lot of characters and there's a lot of talking. Character growth. A little bit. Then we have The Fine Print. This is the second book in the Billionaire Boys series by, I couldn't tell you. I can't remember the name of the author. But The Fine Print. It's better than Terms and Conditions because Terms and Conditions is but it's still not great. Again, it's too long. And the boys are mean. Like, I don't know. I just don't like when he's mean. I don't like grumpy man, like rainbow girler. I like the girlie to be the black cat and for the guy to be golden retriever. Especially, what was this? Was this one Enemies to Lovers? It was kind of Enemies to Lovers, right? Yeah, it was. That's what it is. I don't like modern day Enemies to Lovers because the stakes are never high enough for it to be enemies to lovers. It just doesn't make sense. It's just basically them being mean to each other and bullying. And bullying is not a cute romantic trope for me. So, number 17, The Idea of You. It was so hard. I only finished this freaking book because of the movie. But it was so hard because it was too long. It was kind of better than the movie. I will say, again, ending wasn't that great, but I feel like the movie was just too short and it was too fast, and it missed a lot of the good stuff that the book had. Like, I guess, I don't know. I feel like I should do a breakdown of The Idea of You movie versus the book, but I would have to go back and reread it. And it's not worth it. In the book, she's like 10 years old and she has a crush on him. And in the movie, she's a teenager and they're going to Coachella and they go on a few more dates. He has to court her. The movie is more of like this woman just coming of age. She's in her early 40s or whatever. She's trying to find herself, blah, blah, blah. I get why they did that. The whole problem in the book is, I'm too old for you. No, you're not. And then that's what it was for a million pages. I'm too old for you. No, you're not. Okay, let's bone. That's like, okay, like, give me something else, you know? It just wasn't enough, and I was really tired of it. Then we have the Beyonce Fiasco, number 16. And I hate to put this so low because Talia Hilbert is one of my favorite authors. I love her so much. This book was kind of annoying because our protagonist was annoying. Now, I will say, like I said, I do love a black cat woman, and I do like a golden retriever man, and I like fake dating. I just hate when it's in the sense of, no one can ever love me because someone broke up with me before. Dummy, the same way someone loved you the first time. It's just a different person. I just hate that trope. So, Mr. Fury, number 15, like I said, Mr. Fury's number 15. It's good. It's good, but the only problem is you have to get through so much bad to get to it. And then it ends in a pissed off way. It ends in the way, I don't even know if I can read. What is the next one? Rings and Ruin? I don't even know. I can't even get into ACOTAR because it pissed me off so bad. A Twisted Hate. This is the third book in the Anna Huang series of the Twisteds. I haven't gone to the very last one yet. I think I'm gonna read that this year. Again, I don't like modern times enemies to lovers because its stakes aren't high enough, and it's just, you guys are just being mean to each other for no reason. But I do like the protagonist. So, and then we have Final Offer for number 12. That's pretty high, but again, I read a lot of bad books. It was so much character growth. Our male protagonist, he had so much growth. To see him from the first book, which wasn't about his story, he was just the background character, and for him to have his own book, which was 600 pages, by the way. And it was like rekindled love. She has a child. But it was cute. Will I reread it? Absolutely effing not. But if they make a movie about it, will I see it? Yes, I would. Number 11, When the Moon Hatched. Dear God. This book gets its own YouTube review. So I'm going to save all my thoughts about When the Moon Hatched. I'm going to save them right here, behind my ear, right here. And we're going to come back. I'm going to open it up for that video because that book is so much effing work. If you don't read fantasy, don't read that yet because it's so much work. Dear God. Number 10, Nightbane. This is number 2. And Alex Alster's Lightlark series. I liked it. That's why it's number 10. It made the top 10. Oh, judge me, damn. Let me have a good, funny, silly time. Damn. Okay, number 9, Princess Trap. This is only because he just loved her. He just, you know, like he just loved her day one. And I love that. So, Princess Trap, that's by Talia Hilbert. Number 8, High Society. This is one of the first ever thrillers that I've read and finished. And I loved it. It was super cute, super fun. Uncommon Criminals is the second book. I'm going to be reading that this year. It's about teenagers who are having a big heist scheme. And I love heist movies. And now I love heist books. So, yeah, super fun, super cute. Love it. Number 7, The Cruel Prince. I was going to put Cruel Prince lower, but then I keep forgetting about how much I liked the last fourth of the book. Like the first 3/4 of the book, so long, drag on, bad, right? Well, not bad, but just so effing long, and I hate bullying, and I hate her twin sister, blah, blah, blah. But that last fourth is like, whoa, stand up. Whoa, let me sit up and lock in. That's why it's high on the list. Number 7 being The Cruel Prince. That means this next 6 about to be fire. Number 6, Lipstick and Camera Clicks. This is when the list starts to get tight. Okay, Lipsticks and Camera Clicks, so cute. It's a romance. It's diverse, but I love my girl Indigo. My favorites in this book are River and Sabrina. I love it. And I loved this book because it was one of those instances where it was a love triangle, but you kind of didn't know which way she would steer in the end. Like, you kind of had to make your mind, like, she'll probably go with this. But, like, she kept going the other way, and it's like, oh, wait, it's kind of equally divided. They each kept kind of effing up in their own way, and she kind of had their own separate. So it was a really good equilateral triangle. Most love triangles are not equilateral. They're usually obtuse or acute, and that's why I don't really love triangles. But this was a good equilateral triangle. Lipstick and Camera Clicks by DJ Murphy. Love it. Then we have the Queen of Nothing, Holly Black. Holly Black, come to the front. Let me give you $50. Holly Black, I love you, babe. The Queen of Nothing. About that action immediately in the beginning, and then the whole book is fire. Now the last 100 pages, last 180 pages are like, oh, okay, yeah. Like the last 50 pages are okay, sure. It kind of ended kind of lame, but I feel like there will be another book. I don't know if it's a completed series. I haven't looked that up yet. I'm just hoping, because if I look it up, then I'm gonna be like, when will this month come? And I don't want time to move by fast anymore. I want to enjoy the time in every month. Number 4, The Holidates. I said this before, this is going to be my Christmas read every Christmas. Super cute, super sweet, super easy, little fun, cute little romantic comedy. I love it. Number 3, Lightlark by Alex Auster. Okay, you're going to judge me? You're gonna look at, her sister was a witch, bro. Like, you're going to sit here, you're going to judge me on my channel? Absolutely not. You're going to like, you're subscribe, you're going to comment, you're going to turn on for that notification bell so you can come back. And number 2, Lore of the Wilds. I'm so mad the second book is not out yet. It'll come in March. And thank God it's only 2 books. Honestly, I wish it was more because I do love the characters. But I'm just like, wait, it was a good twist. I am not used to good twists in books. As someone who likes the undercover, like I said, I like thriller movies. For a twist in a book to get me, I'm like, let me sit up. Let me lock in. Because how did I miss this? I think it's a really good entry to fantasy, too. So if someone's looking to dive into fantasy, I would recommend The Lord of the Wilds. And number 1, The Wicked King by Holly Black. That was my favorite book of 2024. One of the best books I've ever read, ever. It's so good. Oh, from start to finish. From start to finish. It's so good. I can't recommend that series enough. It's my favorite fantasy series. Highly like, if I had an extra $50 in my account, I would just Venmo you it, just because of how much I appreciate you. Oh, y'all. I'm geeked. But I'm so excited for more bookish content on this YouTube channel. This YouTube channel is going to encompass a lot of different type of videos for me, because I'm kind of like a nicheless person, but I have been loving books, and I really want to make one of these type of videos. So let me know your comments. What's your top books? What are your reading goals for 2025? My goal is to read 52 books. I posted a video before this. I love you. God loves you. Bye.